You still hate women's matches. I mean, that's not going to be overcome overnight. But there have been a lot of suggestions coming in, and I'm sure you've seen them, of what Jim should watch. Jim should watch this. Jim should watch that. Sometimes you could just see what it is and be like, yeah, there's no way he's watching this.
Yeah.
I will say, in the last few weeks, we have received a lot of feedback, a lot of emails to cornydrivethrugmail.com. Different variations of AAA is the best wrestling show on TV right now, even though I think it's on YouTube. The Undertaker's the best booker in wrestling. Jim should watch AAA. They have English commentators. A lot of people have been saying this, and the thing that made me say there's no way I can approach Jim with any of this was the central idea that he would love El Grande Americano versus original El Grande Americano, which we've seen play out on WWE Raw, painfully to some of us.
Yes.
Over the last year, year and a half, whatever it may be. Well, some clips have come in, and I sent them over to you. I thought it was worth your time. So let's talk about what you recently saw from AAA's weekly show, which I believe airs on YouTube. The commentators are Corey Graves, who does a good job from what I've seen, and JBL, who unfortunately is JBL. But let's talk about what you recently saw with El Grande Americano.
Well, you sent me these clips and you said, oh, you got to watch this. I'm like, what the hell? It's a complete night and day mirror image difference in how they're presented and how the people react to them than the, piss break, popcorn match type of slot they get on the television here and what they did there. And Gable is great. Remember that brief period of time when he was actually being instructed to act seriously and was having matches, and he was fabulous.
Him and Gunther.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's not that I've not liked Gable. And Kaiser is the other one, right? I've lost track.
Yes.
But Ludwig Kaiser is the other one. He was fucking great when he was doing the snooty heel with the goddamn mannerisms and etc. But the whole, it was basically the cheetah segment, the Tarzan movie on American WWE television. But they did this deal with them on AAA, and as you said, it started with the pretty girl, ringside interviewer interviewing some apparently celebrities in the audience after Gable's version of the original Grande Americana has finished his match, right? And she's talking to this celebrity and then goes to another one. I guess the guy is a comedian. Did you have did you get the name of this guy?
I believe the name they said, and I don't know anything else about him, and I tried to Google what I could find out, and I couldn't find that much. His name is Egg Eyes.
Well, the point being, I'm pretty sure the guy is blind. And the only thing that he said in English was the word Stevie Wonder. So I'm thinking that it has to be some kind of goddamn signal in any language that we might be hearing the speech of a blind person. But anyway, apparently they know who he is, and as he's talking, Gable comes over and snatches him. And just when he snatched him, the people, they went from, oh no, like that's too much. And he pulls the guy over the rail and starts kicking the shit out of him. I'm thinking this guy's going to get shot. And then as he's kicking the shit out of the guy, here comes Kaiser, who I guess is the baby face, because he's wearing the white outfit, and the people pop, and they have the goddamnedest pull apart you have ever seen. It looked like an old Memphis TV studio fight where they were trying to make it look like a fight, and I don't know if these are the Mexican, outlaw guys that show up to do security, but a few of them look, most of them look like just kind of chubby nobodies, which is what you want in that situation. And they were they went at it for a while. And then they were fighting in the arena, etc. And then finally they got separated, and Kaiser challenged Gable to a mask versus mask match. And apparently Kaiser also speaks Spanish, which is probably why they've got him in this spot. But the place blew. Now it's modern day in Mexico. You can tell. If it was 40 years ago in Mexico, when he pulled the kid over the goddamn rail, he would have been stabbed from 16 different directions. They know it's a show, but still it not only got over, and it was like their obvious response was that it was crossing the line, but that they were really into the save and the whole 9 yards. But it was night and day. Again, we've seen the biggest stars in the business having pull-aparts, and the people didn't react to it, nor was it as violent looking as this one was.
They were in Mexico City. I don't know if it was just a special way they mic'd the audience, but it was pretty extraordinary. The reaction where he pulled Egg Eyes over the rail, that was noticeable. And you thought, okay, someone could try to do something. If this guy's a blind guy, and I'm presuming he is, because like you said, he had a great voice, but it was like, blah, 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 Stevie Wonder, blah, 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 blah. Okay,
yeah.
He's blind. They reacted to that. When the announcer, when she tried to get him to stop, which was good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She slapped him.
She slapped him. That got a big reaction.
He menaced her, and they were, and that's when the save came.
He chases her, not chases her, but he kind of stalks her back towards the corner where the announce table would be and the ringside people would be. And that's when Kaiser, in a suit with his mask on, comes running out, and you hear the explosion as soon as they see him, but he still has to run out, and when he gets within a few feet of Gable, he hits the air and hits him with a forearm, and it looked great. It looked great, and the place was going nuts. It made me want to see more AAA. For the first time, I could say that in a long time.
But and again, it's just the difference in presentation. When you got guys that are talented and can do this shit and make it look good, they can't get over when they're being presented as, dipshits. But again, the business has changed in Mexico too. I think CMLL now, they're doing such hot business, but a lot of it is tourists, and it's become more of the cultural thing. You don't hear reports of the crowds getting out of control there like you used to, but that was a joke in the locker rooms anytime I was around it when I first got into business, like Tennessee, Mid-South, Crockett, anybody in the locker, it would be different. Some guys trying to give me like legitimate advice seriously would say, don't ever let them book you in Mexico. Or sometimes somebody that had been in Mexico just as a joke would say, hey, what would it be like if Cornette got booked in Mexico? And everybody laughed, because they would kill me. Everybody agreed they would legitimately have killed. That's why I never even approached the idea of ever working in Mexico for any fucking reason, because from the very first day I got into business, they said they were going to fucking kill me in Louisiana, but they'll kill you in Mexico. I figured they were doing a good enough job trying in Arkansas.
Well, we'll see what happens in AAA. If The Undertaker is booking that, he seems to have the crowds really behind this WWE storyline that was brought down there.
What in the world is going on in the wrestling business? In 2026, The Undertaker is the booker for AAA in Mexico. And a billionaire boy child has upset the apple cart of United States television.
At what point do we